Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashmi Awshai, Bashmi Kakwadash, the Pawanas to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor for love, true sincerity. All right, and I wanted to get into a quick topic, just getting on Edom, man, just because all of the problems in which we have, is originally we know we're in our predicaments because of, that was the will of the Heavenly Father for us to go off, for us to be disobedient, for us to be placed here in America, for us to go through everything, according to the Most High's timeline and His prophecy, but just all the common problems in which we experience, as Esau rules over us, is just primarily because of him. And matter of fact, before I get into this, because that just made me think of another precept really quick. This is the book of Psalms 17 and 13. And let me start at actually Psalm 17 verse 8. It says, "Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat, with their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men which had their hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life." That's a topic right there, man. That's a Lord willing, that's another topic right there. Their portion in his life, man. Because this is Esau nature. He lurks, he plans, he plots, he schemes, and uh, I'm trying to think of another scripture, but the deeds of the wicked is truly something else, man. Because in the natural mind of an Israelite, it was never in us to be the way that Esau is. He's just wicked to the core, and we're supposed to be ignorant concerning evil. And let me get that real quick. And I believe Romans 16. Uh, yeah, Romans 16 and 19, it says, "For your obedience is come abroad unto all men. I am glad therefore on your behalf, but yet I would have you wise unto that which is good, and simple concerning evil." So it was always in the Most High's ways and intentions for us to be simple, not really having knowledge of the bad, but having the knowledge of the good. And that's why the Most High set up the whole, everything dealing with, how they believe in the world, that the actual apple, and, in the garden, eating the tree of life, and things like that, is because that we could be on the right side of things. But we know through sin entering the world, and through, the woman, we all die, so on and so forth, that now Israel, especially our people, you know, our eyes are completely open up to nothing but wickedness. This is why Jake is on a rampage in which they are, and why Jake just can't do nothing right for themselves, man. And it's just a free fall all out here, all due to, the serpent in the garden, which was Esau, when he had pigment tainting, our people, man. You know, tainting the mind of Eve and Adam, following suit, and then that curse just being constantly brought through the generations and generations upon our people, man. So the Most High always intended for us just to be that righteous, that holy, and that consecrated people unto Himself, And Esau is the cause of every goddamn thing. We want so desperately to have to get up out of here and not have to worry about the pressures and the bullshit of this everyday life, because this ain't no goddamn life, man. You want to do anything within this world to try to make a goddamn dollar, and there's nothing wrong with working hard. As a man, we supposed to work hard, but you gotta really bust your ass within the society to try to make ends meet. It's a lot easier, in today's time, to make money, or different things according to, how the internet is and stuff like that. But, it's just still ridiculous, some of the things in which you have to go through. We supposed to have our own land, our own water supply, our own this and own that, and be able to provide for ourselves naturally, and not have to depend on this fucking devil, man. And it's nothing but bullshit, aggravating bullshit that we got to deal with every day, man. That's why we got to constantly pray unto the Lord that we could get the fuck up out of this place, man. Period. Period. Everything is due to Esau and his wickedness, man. Every goddamn thing. But let me go back real quick and read this. Damn, some. Back to verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, in whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes." This is how you know it has to be talking about Esau, because we don't have it within our power to pass nothing down to our generations. What our generations ultimately inherit is nothing but bills and bullshit, man. Nothing but bills and bullshit. That's all Jake can mainly pass down to their kids, man. No real will or inheritance, unless you had some old grandparents, way back when, that had a house and that is passed down. But now that house might be 70 something years old and look like crap, and you got to try to remodel it, or you just want to sell it to get some money or something like that. But other than that, Jake don't have the ability to be able to do things like that, man. But let me go to go back, to Ezekiel 35, because Esau, he has a mean sword coming for his ass, man, and it's gonna be well deserving when the Lord brings it. It's Ezekiel 35. "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." And this is what we do. We prophesying against Mount Seir. We prophesying against Edom. This is why, they trying to do everything within the power to shut the media down, alternative news and different things like that, because they know what it's all leading to. And it's all leading to empowering us in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah every single day, to constantly bring that kingdom down, and the edification that we bring out, to the masses, and making it more well known, that the Lord is coming back, and what the Lord has intentions on doing to this place and to America, and all that follow in the ways of America. So it says, "And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end." So it's always been within Esau's position that he's been in, to bring nothing but destruction unto us, all going back to our foreparents, and Jacob and Esau, the beginnings of the whole feuding, and how the Most High set everything up, with the birthright and the blessing and everything like that. So his hatred goes way back when, from then, and we know that from the book of Amos, right? Amos 1, Amos 1 and 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So when did that sentence, that hatred in his heart, or that sentence of forever begin? from the womb. From the womb. And it definitely enhanced and increased, with everything of the birthright, and the blessing, the way the Most High set it up to be passed on to our forefather Jacob, So going back Verse 6, it says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Because this is the way Esau lives according to his nature. He was blessed with a sword, so his portion is definitely within his life. And he's trying to do everything within his power so that he doesn't come out of power and that his rulership doesn't end. Because we know according to Psalms 49:11, his plan is that he will rule, the world, and that his house shall continue forever, for each generation to come. Okay. Um. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast said these two nations, that was that was pretty much the point, but Esau definitely has the sword coming for him, man, period. Just for everything, man, for everything, every ounce of turmoil. And when it comes for the Lord to put that spirit upon us, man, it's going to be something like no other. If we are around in that time for the Lord to put that anger within us, and just wreck shop on this place, man. You know what I mean? Because everything we know is spiritual, first and foremost. We're not thinking carnally. But when the Lord comes back, everything is going to be on a whole different level, man. And Esau, you definitely going to feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and his prophets, man. So, with that, I just hope the segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing his work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.